For this list, we'll be looking at instances where the merc with a mouth took a jab at his colleagues or enemies for a good laugh. We'll be including references from both the comics and movies. Did we miss a perfect Deadpool superhero insult? Today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 times Deadpool made fun of other superheroes. Number 10, outselling Superman. Deadpool vs. Thanos, number 1, 2015. Fans of the Deadpool comics have been blessed with numerous jokes at the expense of other superheroes, and not just Marvel movies. In the comic Deadpool vs. Thanos number 1, Wade is perplexed when he shoots Doctor Doom only for the villain to come back to life. Talking Black Talon about the situation, he realizes that Thanos must have captured Death and decides to rescue her. Number 9, visiting the X-Mansion. Deadpool 2016. When Deadpool visited the X-Mansion for the first Deadpool movie, viewers held their breath waiting for Wolverine or Professor X to make a cameo. We didn't get that, but what we got was still hilarious. First, there were Deadpool's mocking nicknames for Negasonic Teenage Warhead and Colossus. Number 8, calling Cable Thanos. Deadpool 2, 2018. The second Deadpool movie is chock full of pop culture nods and jabs. When Deadpool learns that Russell will go on to kill Cable's family in the future, he strikes a deal with Cable to try to convince the young Russell to change his dark future. After Russell blows the doors of the orphanage open, Cable insists he's too far gone, but Deadpool quips back, B-roll, zip it Thanos. It's still the perfect shutdown, thanks of course to the fact that Josh Brolin, who plays Cable, also portrayed the Mad Titan in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Number 7, aversion to green suits. Deadpool 2016. Much has been said about the quality of the 2011 movie adaptation of Green Lantern starring Ryan Reynolds. With Reynolds playing Deadpool, it was a foregone conclusion that the merc with a mouth would ridicule his previous role. When Wade is recruited for experimental cancer treatment, he pokes fun at his former DC character. As he's being pulled along gurney, he remarks, B-roll, please don't make the supersuit green or animated. Number 6, Hulk's intelligence. Deadpool number 9, 2020. In this issue of the comics, Deadpool is stuck in the Bone Beast dimension. After fighting off several Bone Beasts, Wade learns that the Bone Beast Queen wants to take over his body. In the midst of a fight with one of the beasts, Deadpool decides he wants to Hulk out of his current predicament because Hulk is real dumb and pulls it off all the time. He then quips that he's at least as dumb as the Hulk. Hulk may be more brawn than brains, but Bruce Banner is a brilliant theoretical physicist. You might want to dial it back there, Deadpool. Number 5, the Dark DCEU. Deadpool 2, 2018. The DC Marvel debate has been going since both franchises started creating comics back in the 1930s. Both have seen their ups and downs, but as comic book movies became more mainstream in the 2000s, we saw a distinct difference in the tone from their respective films. Christopher Nolan's take on Batman kicked off the more somber side of DC. This continued in the DCEU with Zack Snyder's films. In Deadpool 2, our merc with a mouth takes notice of how driven Cable is and quips, B-roll, so dark, you sure you're not from the DC universe? Number 4, Hawkeye can't catch a break. Deadpool 2, 2018. Compared to the likes of the Super Soldier, a Norse god, and a rage monster, Hawkeye's inclusion in the Avengers has always been an easy target to poke fun at. He's a very skilled marksman, but doesn't actually have any superpowers, or even a mechanized suit of armor. Essentially, he's just really good at firing arrows. So when Deadpool finds himself locked up in the icebox with no superpowers, he self-depreciates in the best way by comparing himself to the bow-slinging superhero. Number 3, another Martha to the mix. Deadpool 2, 2018. When Batman vs. Superman was released, Audiences were not thrilled with how the superheroes went from enemies to friends upon learning that their mothers had the same name. Since then, the Martha moment has been the source of many jokes and criticisms. Even Deadpool himself got in a little jab in Deadpool vs. Punisher number 5 when he reenacts the scene to hilarious effect, remarking, "I mean, this changes everything, you know?" Number 2. Why Deadpool won't join the X-Men. Deadpool 2016. When the first Deadpool movie was released, the only Marvel characters that could be included beyond Wade himself were the ones that 20th Century Fox still had rights to. The most notable of these were the X-Men, which Deadpool has a long, complicated history with. It came as no surprise that during the movie, Deadpool took his share of pot shots at the mutant franchise. One notable example of this happened shortly after capturing Francis on the bridge. Number 1. Deadpool and Spider-Man go to the movies. Spider-Man Deadpool number 6, 2016. When Deadpool asks Spider-Man for help with his big Hollywood movie, he explains, "You know this world better than anyone. You're a total sellout." The issue also pokes fun at how X-Men have been carved off into their own separate franchise, with Storm wondering, "Hey, how come none of the other superheroes talk to us?" The real gem though is at the end of the comic when Deadpool and Spidey see the movie Nighthawk vs. Hyperion yawn off. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss out on any of our videos in the future. Also, watch 2 videos that are on your screen because I am sure that you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.